Alrighty guys, welcome to yet another episode of my Let's Play of the full version of the Crew, and in this episode we're going to be doing something very interesting. A circuit spec variant of the 2012 Charger SRT-8. Now this car is not particularly based on anything real. I guess they kind of got their inspiration from the NASCAR variant of the Charger, which I could post a picture of. Now with this car I didn't actually bother tuning it because I was not terribly excited for this car. I didn't really want this car in this game because it's a bit odd. It's a bit strange, a bit of a strange car. But now that I think about it, I actually feel a little bad for not tuning this car because this car will probably be one of the most stable circuit spec cars in this game. And that's a pretty cool little sticker design on the side. But yeah, I would have actually... This sticker again, the Vroom fastest man alive. I could put that on there, but no. People will probably be trolling. There's the shark sticker. This one's actually a bit messed up. It's kind of mirrored from this side to the right side a little bit, so it's a little messed up. Actually like this one as well. This one's pretty cool. A little circuit board pattern on the car. And then rims, actually later do the rims because I don't really think those rims suit it all that much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this car in a sense because, well, there's nothing wrong with it, but it looks pretty cool. But when one biggest problem I see with this car is when you look at the back. If you just look at the back portion of the car and eliminate the wheel arches, it looks like a normal car. But as soon as you move a little further back from the bumper and you look at the wheel arches, you're thinking, what the heck is this thing? That's kind of why I don't really like this car all that much, because of that. And yeah, just using the interior color and the rims. Thankfully, this was actually on racing. No, I don't want those rims actually. Never mind. They're in the street section. That would be kind of cool, but I didn't really think it would suit it. Those rims, I thought those rims would look kind of cool, but those look good, but to me they didn't really suit it. So I decided to go with those because, well, I had those on my Raptor, which I customized as well. This was actually the Raptor the Perf Spec Raptor was actually beforehand, and I just wanted to see what the two-color paint looked like on this car. Not too bad. Could have been worse. But anyway, yeah, I put those wheels on my Perf Spec Raptor, which is kind of a bit of a teaser for you guys. But yeah, I didn't like the Perf Spec Raptor either. It was kind of dumb. At first I thought I would like it, but it was dumb. This car is stable as heck, I can already tell. Even though I don't remember exactly how stable it was when driving it. It's pretty stable, so there's a good chance that when you put a level 50 weight reduction on it, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be as bad as the lighter circuit spec cars. It's going to have pretty good handling. And turn left. I wish the GPS would be like that. It's like, whenever you have to turn left or turn right or whatever, it'll be like, at the next intersection, turn left. And stuff like that. That would be cool if they brought back the GPS of TDU too. That would be nice. No, I am not sick. It's the weather that we have right now. We have the Santa Ana winds right now, and then yeah, the Santa Ana winds is doing that to me. Braking's pretty good on this car as well. Surprisingly pretty good for a stock car. It's brakes within there, so it's kind of good. But yeah, just driving around with it, mucking about with it a little. And I guess this is kind of a cool car, like I said, but like it's that one problem that I mentioned with this car. Because I look at it this way, just simply look at the back bumper with the taillights. That looks cool, looks perfectly normal when you look at it like that. But as soon as you look at the side wheel arches, you think to yourself, oh god, what have they done to this car? So yeah, now we're going to do a faction mission. And I still don't have it on faction missions. We're going to do dry run, which is a mission where you have to not damage your car at all. And so this will also be a good way to test the top speed as well. So yeah, get to the Mojave Desert. And I still didn't tune my car because, like I said, I didn't bother to tune this car because I didn't really like this car. Because to me like I said, it looks weird. I mentioned this multiple times, but it looks weird. And, excuse my bad editing right there. Because I accidentally screwed it up the first time. When I did this, I stopped the recording, and then I started a new one, and I tried to edit it in so that it seamlessly flows in, but it didn't. So yeah, my apologies on that. But anyway, so this is actually, like I said, this is actually a pretty darn good pretty darn stable car in this game. Much like the Silverado circuit spec. And even when you max it out, the Silverado circuit spec is actually the most stable circuit spec car that I've driven so far. Not including this one, because I haven't maxed this thing out. I don't count that with this car. But it's not. This car is not terribly twitchy either. That's why I like it. It's not too twitchy. It's right in the middle in terms of stability. And that's kind of appropriate because heavier cars will have a bit more grip. They will stick to the road a little bit better because, yeah, the tires are actually biting into the road a little bit better. But lighter cars will be really twitchy, but they will have pretty good grip as well. The grip will not be affected as much. And that kind of happened with this car. I also noticed that with all the circuit spec cars in this game, they all have 7 gears. So the problem I have with 7 gears with this game, and by the way, this car is actually not maxed out, so I guess this would not be really a problem with this car fully maxed out. But with the LaFerrari, it actually has a problem with its 7 gears. As in, when you use nitrous, the gears become really messed up. It's like, normally you have kind of long gears, kind of a mix between long and short gears, just without using nitrous. But as soon as you use nitrous, it's like short gear ratios. And basically, as soon as you come off the nitrous, and it gets into 7th gear, it just starts struggling in 7th gear, and you have to actually tap on the brakes without letting go of the gas, so it'll actually downshift to the correct gear. If you're using automatic, I mean, you could use manual, but I believe manual is the only option in this game, and I don't particularly like using manual with clutch in this game, in games like this. This is an arcade game, and one of my friends with this game is like, I'm asking, why do you use hardcore with this game? It's like, because it's an available option. Well, I say, well, it's an arcade game. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to use that system. It's there as an option, but you don't have to use it if you're having trouble with the game. And he is actually having trouble with the game using hardcore. All rear-wheel drive cars that he drives are kind of hard for him to do. They just start drifting all over the place when he starts going. And actually went with a race with him. I was doing pretty darn good with full assistance, and then he actually quit the race, probably because I was doing too well for him. So yeah, he didn't really like that all that much. But hey, what can I do? I'm good with this kind of steering. And I actually tried using sport. I tried creating a good setup for sport steering, and it didn't really help. It was no different from the stock steering. And the thing I guess you could say, this is going on a little another topic with this. The thing I like about these circuit spec cars is that most of the time when you're actually driving, they're really grippy. But when you want to get the back end out, just have a little bit of fun with these cars, they will. The back end will come out a little bit and start drifting, like with my Gallardo circuit spec. And with this, all you gotta do is press the handbrake and they'll start drifting, even at a full assistance steering. But as soon as you go into sport, they become a little bit harder to drift, surprisingly. The reason why this happens is I think the traction control is somewhere in the medium setting. As it's in between being on and off. It's not always on, but it is sometimes turns on. What am I trying to say? I don't know, but yeah. There is some wheel spin. Like, let's say in a racing game, certain racing games, they have different kinds of traction control settings. They have full traction control settings, they have medium, they have low, and you can turn it off entirely. I believe the setting is somewhere in the middle for traction control. God damn weather. I hate this weather. Santa Ana wind is very dry right now. But actually, it's kind of weird that that's happening with me because, oops, failed. That was a delayed reaction to the game telling me how much damage I got. I'm almost done with this mission. I actually did this mission with High Train, streaming it on Steam with my Mini Cooper, and I just did it for lulz. Just before I got to the finish line, I say right about here, I crashed into a traffic car and I failed the mission immediately. So yeah, that was the biggest troll ever from the game. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, give the video a like and stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And where we'll be doing the Gallardo circuit spec. Goodbye.